I do have an
I pro
update. You want me to go ahead and do it now, or I could do it at the end?
Okay, okay. Well, let me run through this, and then if you have anything to add at the end, that's fine.
Okay.
Um, quick update from V Fairs. I sent over all of the content and the materials that you provided last week. I believe I sent it on Monday because I wanted to just do a quick review before I sent it over to them, and they are good to go. So they're moving along, plugging things in to the system, to the platform. We do have a call scheduled with them tomorrow, so I'll get a status update on where they are and when we can start looking at things. I know that a big thing for them is going to be our second thing on the list, which of course is the update on the NHSN graphics. I know we gave you the options last week.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to check in and see if any decisions have been made or if it's still pending review, so I can let VFairs know tomorrow.
Well, I can really go from Henrietta. I was waiting for Maggie, and I gave him the deadline of Friday, and I didn't hear from Maggie. And
Hmm.
maybe she's just fine with what Henrietta said. So,
Okay.
and it's really 2-1 at this point because we both like the brown one.
Okay.
I will get you the actual number because there were two brown ones, but I think we
Yes.
wanted
There's a light brown and a dark brown.
I
Yep.
think the darker brown
Okay. Okay.
was the one that we wanted.
Okay. And if you want to just send me that in an email, that way I can go
Yep.
ahead and forward it to the graphics team and she can finalize everything and then we can get that loaded onto the platform. That would be great.
Okay.
Next thing on the list was the attendee list. Just wanted to check in to see if you all were still working on that. If you want us to use the list from last year or how you wanted to proceed, so we can go ahead and schedule the save the date invite.
I have that due to you all on Friday. I have
Hmm.
put in a request to get that list from either Christy or Sharice, and they're
Okay.
to get that list to me on Thursday so I can send it to you all on Friday.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Then the last thing I had from us was the certificate template update. We didn't forget about that. We were just waiting on you all to finalize which version of the banner you wanted to use because she will probably use
Hmm.
similar colors for the certificate. So as soon as she finishes up the banners, then she'll move on to the certificate, and we'll get that over to you for you all to take a review and approve. That was it.
Okay. Um,
I think you said you
okay,
had.
so
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was saying, I think you said you had one update, so we're good now. So,
Yeah, so I have an update to the agenda.
okay.
Um, Two people reached out this week. Actually, three people reached out this week.
Mhm.
Um, so I have to make changes to that.
Okay.
I told them that I needed to have that information by tomorrow because
Okay.
I need to submit. I've already submitted the CE pack, so y'all messing up, right?
Right. Now you got to change your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that means I'll be providing you all with a new agenda.
Okay.
Um, like I think one of the pre-recordeds is no longer what they decided to do was, and it was a organizational decision that they decided that they didn't want to put the information out now.
Okay.
So one of the pre-recordeds will no longer be on there,
Okay.
and then they think that they're going to have that one of those presenters
Mhm.
present in that the one that they're going to have, like the very first one, the digital measures.
Mhm.
So I told them that I need to know if they're going to add that person, since they're not doing a pre-recorded, they're going to add their information into their um that one presentation. So it's
Okay.
90 minutes, but
Okay.
they're thinking about having that person speak as well. And I was just like, oh, I need to
Oh,
know
like to add
because
another session. Okay.
well they were I have that too. Somebody wants to add another session. And then I have that one I would just be adding a presenter if the person is
Mhm.
actually going to present. So
Okay.
like I have a little bit of her information, but she wasn't a presenter. Like I don't have the presenter bio. I have to do that.
Mhm.
So I have to change the agenda and add her name to the agenda.
Okay.
And then so I'll be sending you all an updated agenda, just basically. But it's
Okay.
minor things, like adding that presenter, and then this other group wants to present. They'll be on that first day too, which is a shorter day. So it'll be, I
Mhm.
think it's only gonna be 30 minutes. I don't think it's gonna be CE related, so I don't have to, it's not gonna bother that. It's just gonna be, we just need to add them to the agenda.
Okay.
So that's where we are on that. Hopefully I should have the real final agenda on Friday,
Okay.
if
That
anything
sounds good.
changes.
Sounds good. We're still ahead of schedule as far as those items anyway, so I think that we're in a good spot, and it should be an easy change for Fair. So
Okay.
no issues on our end. I think we should still be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is there anything else that any other updates? And if not, then I'll ask Courtney Marshall if I'm missing anything, and then if not, um keep it moving.
Well, we're going to take some time to go over the slide deck. Can we still do that today?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yep. Shanice, do you want to stop your share so that Tony can go ahead and share her slide deck?
Um, so I think this is the presentation that I did last year at the very beginning. I don't know if you remember, like that one day,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
at the very beginning. So basically it's the same thing, kind of introducing, who we are. And this was just them
Yes,
testing
Abbott
out.
Elementary. Abbott
Yeah.
Elementary.
And this is them, letting them know to print out the handouts, little things like that to help them prep. This one is, just the objectives of what the training is going to be today. Best experiences. I assume it's just going to be the same website address with just the number
I
change.
will I will send it to you
But
because they added uh PSC to it just so we could differentiate between
yeah.
PSC and
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember where they put it, so I will get it from Syed so we
Okay.
make sure that you have the right one.
Okay. And then we'll go over, like you'll receive the save the date, registration is open, reminders, and the welcome from the VFairs email account. Like just so
Mhm.
they, we want to avoid the whole they think it's spam.
Mhm. Mhm.
So just letting them know like what the email address it'll be coming from,
Mhm.
which I think is vfairs.com.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Um, and then for the best experience, I have this.
Okay.
Um, I can just talk to the fact that there are going to be other days or different dates, but if it's done before the 21st of February, then if
Okay.
you all can just grab these, like I don't necessarily have to have
Snippet.
access to it, but if you, because I don't know, I assume you're going to change the colors to match the banner.
Yeah. Mhm.
So if we get that done before the 21st, because that's the day
Mhm.
of it, then I can just, pop the updated images in there.
Okay, no problem. I'll make a note.
Okay. This is just them, using the Q&A area, the chat.
Okay.
If it's a knowledge check. I might need to do the poll because I think our team wants to use the poll this year.
Okay.
Well, we have quite a few that want to use the poll. Um, and then also I meant to ask you all this. How are you all introducing the first week? Are you just saying like the pre-recorded or you get access to the pre-recorded videos the first week or?
Yeah, so the week of March 11th, they'll be able to log in. They'll be able to go to the lobby. They'll be able to go to the auditorium. They can see whoever has signed up as an attendee. They'll be able to go to the lounge. The on-demand videos will be up. I think the only thing that might not be up at that point might be the evaluation links.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll be able to go in and move around. The sessions probably won't be live by then, as far as like the links for the session, the live sessions probably won't be in the
Mm-hmm.
auditorium yet. But they'll be able to log in and definitely get to the on-demand videos, and then any resources that you provide that would be in
Okay,
like
will they
the
be able to
resource
see
section.
the like the agenda, like they can go in and see
I think the agenda
where
will
the links
probably be
would
up.
be?
Yeah, the agenda will probably be up, but the link might not be there
Okay, like
just
they
Yeah,
yet.
won't be able to click
the
to access it, but they'll be able to see it. Do y'all know what I mean?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll show if we have the agenda up by then, and I think we should by March 11th.
Mhm.
Yeah. It'll have that countdown. So you remember even
Oh
during the
yeah.
live event last year, it had a
Mm-hmm.
countdown for those later. Yeah, that's what it'll show. That's what it'll
Okay.
look like.
Okay, that'll be great. So that so that's why I have this one as a structure. Like this is the first you can access. I said them here. So I wasn't. Oh, I need to highlight that. But if I get the new image, then I'll go ahead and do that. And then the certification of completions. And then if I can get an image of that, then I can just
Yep.
insert that, let them know what it looks like. And then I go over the week schedule. I don't think this is right yet, but I will go over the week schedule
Okay.
and high level, and then just some housekeeping. One section that we did add is the ServiceNow portal because we really want everybody to go to the ServiceNow portal.
Mhm.
And so I have steps, and this is how
Okay.
they will the quickest way to get an email to us. So I
Okay.
kind of go over this high level, because I'm not an expert. Just like this is where you can access it. And it
Courtney, I'm sorry, Tony. Courtney Marshall, is this something that not necessarily all of these steps, but is this something that we potentially could consider adding to the FAQs if people have questions for how they can contact
Absolutely.
the CDC team?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So Tony, if you don't mind like sharing maybe these slides with
Mhm.
us, we can add some of those steps to the FAQs to make it a little bit
Okay.
easier. If
Yeah.
people need to reach out.
We'll have to ask Syed if we can put, because I've never put images down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
But
if
it could
not,
be
we
that
can
we
just
can
do
make them
a.
a PDF and make a link, you know,
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, yeah,
make a
yeah.
PDF and make a link. That way people can just follow along with the ones,
Yep.
with what they
Yeah.
need.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely send these over to you. And then this was it. And then I know we had that little support. I don't know if it's still gonna be orange this year, but
Yes,
if
it'll be brown, but yeah, it'll be there. Yep.
okay, so if you could just send me an image of that, I think that's
Mhm.
just the image. Um, and then that's it. Can you think of anything that I missed, something that needs to be added or removed?
Um, I can't think of anything
Mm-mm.
else. Mm-mm.
Well,
I
we have
think
a
this
little
is good.
time,
Yeah.
February 21st is the day it goes live. We will be doing a presentation. And I will send you guys the link. The evaluation keeps slipping off of my, I forget about it until you mention it. So don't let me, I mean, and I write it down every time, but I still don't think about them. And I
Okay,
think because
we'll add it to
Emily,
the to do in the meeting minutes. That way you'll see it. You'll get the
yes,
reminders here and there.
please, please. And if
Sounds
you can
good.
add it to the minutes and then put the due date by it, then I can
Yes.
maybe literally put it on my calendar and do something, because I think because Emily did them last year, so it's not crossing my mind. I did ask her to share them from last year
Okay.
um in SurveyMonkey. So I need to send that request again. Um
All right. Well,
but that's
this
all
is
I
great,
have.
Tony. I think this is good. I think this is good.
Okay.
It gives people a good overview. It's not overwhelming them, so they should be good. And then there are a good amount of steps for if they need help. So, and we can make sure that we use these in any communication that we get to our email inbox as well.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, like I said, I'll be working on this up until, probably the day before. So if you all think of anything that may needs to be addressed, especially since you all are, like going through the process, like, oh, you know what, maybe we should, show them how to get this information or whatever. Just let me know.
Yep, no problem. We can definitely do that. Courtney
Okay.
Marshall, am I missing anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right.
I think we're
Tony,
good.
anything else? If not, I will let you all have the rest of this time back.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, but that's what I said last time. And as soon as I hit the end button, I was like, oh.
It's always how it happens to me.
I was like, I forgot to ask, but no, I think that's all I have for now.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today, and we will see you all same time, same place next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
Thanks,
You
Bye.
have a good one too. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.